Welcome back. Still the rounds if you hadn't noticed. And here we are in the entertainment district of Crossbell. Let's head into Barker first. See how things are going here. Obviously, one of the first things I want to do is change the music up. There we go. Much more normal. If you look at Calvard and Erebonia purely in terms of numbers, the result is fairly obvious. But war's decided by more than just manpower. Other nations might get involved too. There's no way of telling how things will turn out. If you were to ask me for my personal opinion, no. I should keep that to myself. It's a bit inappropriate to bet on the outcome of a war. Yeah, kinda. It's been a while since I came here last. Remember it being a lot more lively. Guess that can't be helped. Not with the war and everything. Yeah, just double checking on the guess there. People need somewhere to relax, so it's natural that we've been getting more customers since war was declared. But I think you could win big in a place like this and still not feel any different. It's part of my job to keep an eye on people and steer them away from developing an obsession with winning. Known as a man of principle. He cares about our customers, not just about profit. Wants this to be a place where people can relax and enjoy themselves. We never allow customers to place bets beyond their means. To say winning or whining, I don't know. I feel kind of lonely now that so many of our regulars aren't around anymore. Still, I can't let it show. I've got to greet everyone with a smile like always. So, welcome to Barker Casino. Welcome to Barker Casino, yes. Please make the most of your time here and have lots of fun. Got anything here that we want? Not really. Let's look at the trinkets. Anything special? Gems, rings. Nothing really too special there. Oh, they're going off to the front, aren't they? Imperial Fortress, huh? Live long enough and you see some really weird stuff. I don't remember the last time something like this happened. So when the Azure Tree showed up? Schwarzer, I see an unwavering resolve in your eyes. Maybe it's a waste of time to tell you this, but try not to be too reckless, for the sake of your loved ones. Mr. Drake. Try not to be too reckless for the sake of your loved ones, at least. Hope I'm not wasting my breath here. Indeed. I should head back. I was thinking we should maybe get Randy for that, but it's like, don't feel the pull to do that as much as anything else. But Emma, though, like, yeah, because again, she might have some insight into the greater story, and it's more interesting to see what she's got to say, really, I feel. Alright, so we were over there, so... oh, hello. Watching Arkanseal's performance gave me the strength to carry on. Lots of stores are going out of business because of the war. But I figured that any money I spend here in the entertainment district is supporting the economy, and with it, all the citizens, right? When I think of it like that, there's no excuse for me to not spend all my mira here. Yeah. I figured that any money I spend here in the entertainment district is supporting the economy, and with it, all the citizens, right? When I think of it like that, there's no excuse for me not to spend all my mira here. I watched that Arkanseal preview broadcast. It was wonderful. You have out their star performer. Sully put on a great show. Elia Plateri, Risha Mao, and now Sully a trade. Adios gifts to the theater. It'll be a real treat to see the three of them dance together. Well, seeing the show really lifted my spirits. Feel more motivated to work than ever now. Elia Plateri... yeah, we got the idea with that one. That Arkanseal performance was amazing. I only saw it on a screen, but I could feel its power all the same. Especially the lead, Sully. Can't believe such a young dancer already has so much grace and passion. I got to get her autograph, I just gotta. Alright. Arkanseal. Their style has a totally different charm compared to Erebonia's operas. I need Sully's autograph. I'll combust if I go any longer without it. Poof, he combusts. You know. Hey there, wanna play? The Barker Casino is open 24/7 for all your gaming needs. It's a great way to blow off a little steam and forget about your troubles. The bar casino is open 24/7 for all your gambling needs. Troubles. I got a few troubles. I was really mad at Danny, but since neither of us wanted to miss seeing our conceal, we went together anyway. Anyhow, we talked and got everything out in the open. It all happened so fast I forgot who asked first, but long story short, we're engaged. I made him promise to come home safe. After everything that's happened, it'd be such a waste not to see our relationship through. This time I know he won't leave me all alone. Yeah. I'm going to stay in Crossbell so I can see Danny again as soon as the war is over. Right near the front lines, so the fighting here is going to be worse than anywhere else. This time I know he won't leave me alone. Yeah, I don't know about that. Just depends how things play out. I want to get the wandering ones, you know, so she's all the way down here. Some of my best customers are leaving because of the war. One of them used to call me his saving grace. Said seeing me was the highlight of his week. I'm gonna make sure I give him the royal treatment next time around. If he makes it back, that is. Motivation doesn't get any better than that. Yeah. I'm just a hostess. Can't really compare to a real lover or a real family. There's this one customer calls me his saving grace. Says seeing me is the highlight of his week. Make sure, if he gets back, that is, yeah. So interesting. I want to go down there and just see what's going on, but no. Alright. To a Melda shop. All sorts of information finds its way to me. That's why I know not to just focus on the war, the rivalries, and what happens behind the scenes are really well to decide our future. I'm betting my money on the Radiant Wings. If you all mess things up, I'll be losing a fortune in stocks and such. So you'd better get things done right. We have no choice now but to win. Yeah. If you'll mess things up, I'll be losing a fortune in stocks and such. Better win.
What'll it be?
A few things, maybe.
What?
But
Done already?
yes, but I need to get some more of the cooking done for future so we can get that sorted. I really need to draw in some customers. They're gonna send me packing if I don't turn this around fast. Hope the stupid war ends quickly. There'll be celebrations after we win, right? Happy troops eager to part with their money? By me, as long as they line my pockets while they do it. Hard to find the motivation these days without Pim around to compete with. Come on, Pim, come back already. They even treat you to a drink or two. Yeah, it's like part of the fun of it's gone, isn't it? I wonder what that thing yesterday was all about. Guess I'll ask around some more to find out if anyone's seen her. Huh? Like more missing people? I'm assuming it's gonna relate to like the missing items as well. Maybe. Maybe. I'm assuming there's gonna be a quest at some point somewhere relating to that. Hopefully, otherwise that's gonna be a big mystery. It must have been 20 years since I last worked the front desk. These days, the job requires being familiar with the Orbital Networker, among other responsibilities. But I'm willing to do my part in keeping Hotel Millennium up and running. I want Rail to know he's leaving his post in good hands. Looks like Dario Giscard will be checking out today. His father was apparently very upset with him, but that's life. You have to take the rough with the smooth. I don't need to rest, do I? No. Dun, 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 dun. What we got here? Alright. What do you mean my account's been suspended? You can't expect me to just back up and check out before the end of the day. Where am I supposed to go? Can't even buy a train ticket to go home. Daddy, please pick up the phone. I need your help. I don't really get what's going on, but it seems like he was scolded pretty seriously. Did they call them phones? Wait. I don't want to end up on the streets. I'm too beautiful for that. Really, mate? Really? With Aaron manning the front desk, I'm taking on some of the concierge duties. We don't get so many guests these days, but that's all the more reason to take care of the ones we do have. We've been discussing the idea of opening some of the rooms up for troops on home leave once the war gets underway. I've got to do my best too, so that the service I'm providing is just as good as Aaron's? Aaron's? I don't think it's Aaron's, is it? Because that'd be 2 A's. A lot of our best staff members got drafted into the army. Even with fewer guests staying here, still difficult running the place with a skeleton crew. We want the staff who've gone to war to have a place to come back to, though, so hiring replacements is out of the question. One way or another, we'll persevere. Not the staff who've gone to war, out of the question, persevere. Alright, so a few more people outside, and our conceal's all that left, isn't it? I think. Tap finally had to leave for the battlefield, but I know he'll be okay. He'd never forgive himself if he died before he got the chance to see Ilya on stage again. I'll just have to cheer our conceal on twice as hard until he gets back. I only hope the war won't drag on longer than it has to. Thanks to Tap. I've got to see the performance live in person. I have to pay him back for this somehow. Oop, nope. So, he has to come home soon. Can't repay him if he's spending all his time on the battlefield. Indeed. When I see so many young men getting ready to go off and fight, I can't help thinking, what if everyone in Erebonia and Calvard could just get together and eat some ice cream? I bet it'd cool everyone down and make them see there's no need to go to war. As if that could really happen. At least I can dream. Everything's already in motion. There's no way to stop this war now. It would take more than a little sherbet to fix this war, but still. I can't help hoping things were different. Indeed. Bell Belly, we'll buy some more. We've still got some left over from last time. It doesn't melt that stuff, it just doesn't. Very weird. Maybe we're carrying around like an orbal pocket refrigerator. Maybe. Ever since Sully's magnificent performance the other day, it's felt as though a new flame has been sparked throughout the entire company. We've all been rehearsing day and night non-stop since then. There's also been word that Ilya's recovery is going smoothly. And as for Risha, I know she'll be back someday. The day when Artisan is fully restored to its former glory may not be so far away. Sully is in Yona's computer room in the geofront at the moment. Feel free to go look on her. I already did. Let's try down here first. It's basically a circuit at this point, isn't it? Because this leads back to the stage, and from the stage we can get off of the stage. There we go. What a show. That was the most unbridled fun I've had on stage in a while, even if it was all on the spot. Sure, it was rough, but everyone's red-hot enthusiasm turned the coal right into a diamond. I'd love to do it all over again someday with Ilya and Risha too. Once they come back, I mean. So surprised with how good our new singers were. Altina, Kia, Rean, Valerie. They were all great. I'd love to do something like this again, maybe once Ilya and Risha come back. I got a letter from Theodore this morning. Seems like he's doing okay back in his hometown. But he still won't be able to get back here until after the war. Knowing him, he's going to be training every single day until he can get back on the stage. It's a relief just to know he hasn't gotten caught up in any kind of trouble. But don't get me wrong, we're still rivals, through and through. No way I'll let him outclass me. Back to training. Forget looks, it's skill that matters. So you just know he hasn't got caught up in any kind of trouble. Skill that matters. I've been working his side job at Michelin, but I managed to get the day off today. With everyone else doing their best to be here, I couldn't possibly stay away. It's too bad Sully has something she couldn't get out of, but the show must go on, and all that. We're gonna rehearse till we drop. I was kind of worried about this at first. Like, is it really appropriate for us to put on a show when there's a war about to start? The way I see it, if there's anywhere we can make a difference, it's It's right up on that stage. We're gonna rehearse till we drop. Today. I'm confident I've made a lot of progress these last 2 years. And everyone else has been improving just as much, if not more. Sometimes I feel like I'll never catch up. Still, nothing worth having comes easy, right? Better get back to practice. Only everyone could be here together. We could put on a better show than ever before. It'll happen someday. Can't wait. Well, I'd like to be there. Well, that seems to be it in here. Yeah, I just love the design of this. Like, you'd expect more seats, though. Like, sure you got the box ones up there, but like, more seats, really. Like second row and stuff like that. You could go further back. Anyway, hobble. So the question is, who's around? Everything seems so dreary. Especially because of the music. Well, hello. I knew you'd come. Welcome, Operation Shining Steel. Lieutenant Kayla. Wasn't expected to see you here. Are the CID and Heiwei collaborating somehow? It's not as strange as you might think. Heiwei was originally a mutual aid society for immigrants from the East, after all. Made deals like this all the time back in the Republic. Behind the scenes, though, naturally. We're not blind to what's going on, of course. We merely intend to make the best use of the resources at our disposal. And the CID's supply of intel will give us a better sense of precisely how the world is falling apart. Then we have a deal. The CID will provide relevant intel in return for Heiwei's assistance in certain matters. Agreed. I look forward to working with you, Miss CID agent. I guess this is a good thing? Yeah, they'll work things out between themselves. No need for us to question it. The plan right now is for me to stay in Crossbell and continue to carry out my duties. I'll be praying for the success of the operation. Good luck, everyone. Alright. So that eyesore of a fortress above Heimdall really does seem to have the power to destroy the world. The Imperial government is having a damn field day. I'll show them what Heiwei can do. We'll at least throw a wrench in their works. For my future, and for Ellie's too. Guess his feelings about Ellie are what motivates him. But hearing him talk like that is strangely reassuring. What about all of you? You're prepared, right? Wouldn't want to leave anything unfinished, or worse, unsaid before you go? There seems to have been movement at Orcus Tower. As the Great Twilight becomes more acute, its influence starts to spread to the Imperial Defense Force too. Perhaps I should get her to look into that for me. How the world will end up? Well, it is as Master Zin said. I feel we must also ascertain this ourselves as well. We're expecting great things from Operation Shining Steel. The Order's gone. This is critical for Heiwei. How the world will end up? Yep. Shining Steel. What about you over there, mate? There you are. We are planning to coordinate with Arios and Yin. You can leave the diversion and distraction tactics in Crossbell to us. We'll be hoping for your success. For Master Zin's future too. It's like, what is going on at Orcus Tower, though? It's not on the list here, is it? Like, how do I get there? That's the thing, it's like, it's... It said I could go to, thaumaturgical sector thingy-doo-dah-what's, but how do I get there from here? My question. I'll look into that. There's gotta be a way. Otherwise, why would it be like, yes, it's open. Maybe through the geofront is probably the way. Looks like it's back to flying solo for me. Never thought I'd miss Azel so much. He was just your average punk at first, but the guy really grew on me, you know? But I can't let myself get downhearted. He wouldn't want that. I'm gonna have to work even harder to take up the slack. I could really use a cigarette about now. I haven't cleaned for a while, but after this business of Azel and the war, really makes a guy want to slip in a puff or two. I can understand that. Even though I don't smoke, I can understand. we're going to keep conscription up throughout the war. I should consider it an honor to be allowed to serve in His Majesty's army. Think of that while you wait for your draft cards to arrive. Yay! Where is he? He's going to come from one angle, isn't he? There he is. So many deliveries to make before the war starts. Don't know how I'm going to fit it all in. But this isn't just a paycheck for me. It's my pride. The reason I get up in the morning. I'll find a way. Rain or shine. Ah, I got away. Damn you. I heard Artisan had a preview performance the other day. Apparently it was really something. Could hear the cheers and applause from the next district over. Got to think of it, Crossbell Streets hadn't been that lively for a while now. Balking to all the pressure the Empire put on us made it feel like things would never be that way again. If we truly want the old Crossbell back, we'll all have to do some serious thinking about our futures. We've been getting more soldiers coming by lately, and they say that they like my noodles. Can you believe it? Didn't choose the wrong path in life after all. It's like I can really keep my promise to Hazel now. I bet Weld and the Saber Vipers ain't slowing down for a minute either. Wherever they are. I gotta make a real noodle artisan out of myself, and soon. That way I can face them with pride the next time we meet. I help but feeling nostalgic for the past. My friends and I used to be the devils of the downtown district. Lots changed since then, but the bonds of our brotherhood stayed the same throughout it all. Wald, Dino, / Jed. I want to treat them all to some top-class ramen someday. I bet you do. I always thought Koki still had a long ways of coming, but looks like it's all finally starting to soak into him. Like good bones and good broth. Guess that Hazel fellow must have really lit a fire beneath him. But they're not the only ones. The SSS and the Ashen Chevalier are really making something of themselves too. Good to see the young folks still have some spirit in them. Good to see the young folk haven't totally given up the ghost. My disciple still has a lot to learn, but he's getting there. If he puts the work in, maybe he'll be good enough to inherit this place in, say, 10 years? 10 years? 10. Oh dear. That new guy's taking it up a notch again with his ramen. Guess there's more to it than just dumping noodles into broth. Drop again sometime today. I did the today, it just seemed appropriate. Right, where is he? There he is. Whatever happens, I'll do my best job delivering that I can. Rain or shine. Better get back to it. Gonna be another busy one today. Indeed. So what's happening down here? Welcome to Michelin Wonderland. We're open for business as usual. Although we may have to start shortening our opening hours in the future. But why? How are we done around here? Seems to be... Nope, we got him on the, is it Rainer? He's down here, isn't he? Because I did see him. Okay, materials check. Distraint order check. Seems like I've got everything. Inspector Rainer, are you on your way somewhere? Oh, it's you guys. Makius told me you guys have something to do, right? Well, I've got nothing to hide. I'm going to the Governor General's office for an inspection. Whoa, for real? You bet. It got delayed a couple of months ago, but it's going through this time for sure. Class & Co has been passing us evidence of the government's illegal dealings. Now we finally have enough to hold them accountable. We'll start by inspecting the Governor General's office to get a hold of some more decisive evidence. Gotta really let us tackle some corruption. I see. Going in while Rufus is gone sounds like a good way to catch them off guard. Exactly. It's not that I'm afraid of the Governor General or anything. I'm not going to let anything stand in my way. It's inspiring to see you so dedicated to your work. There's always a chance Tower Security will try to throw me out, but I'm not worried. Deny me access is practically admitting they've got something to hide. I win either way. Oh, I get it. That means they're doing something shady, right? That's great. Sounds like it'll be a big step forward. Good luck. We'll be with you in spirit. Thanks, and just watch. I'll show the world what an Inspector of the Government Accountability Inspectorate can really do. I'll be looking forward to hearing about how your plan works out too. Right, let's both do our best. Got proof of illegal tactics they used in Crossbow to confine the SSS members. Got my distraint order with me, so there's no hiding behind the national mobilization law as an excuse. And if they try to throw me out, that's tantamount to admission of guilt. I win either way. Alright, let's both do our best. That doesn't make sense of what he said, Rean. You can't just say that. It's like, right, apple strudel. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. You can't just say that. The war's given the CEO a lot to think about. Him being originally from Erebonia and all. Makes me wonder how Lady Maria Bell is faring. Yeah, she isn't the type to sit by and simply watch things unfold. There's nothing I can do about it, but as an IBC employee, I can't help but feel concerned. See, I do want to talk about, like, stuff, and probably Maria Bell connected to it in regards to the Azov thing. I've got thoughts simmering in my head, but we'll wait for a while. Chairman Arena and ex-Chairman Gwyn are meeting today. We're discussing plans for boosting productivity. If you're curious, feel free to ask them about it yourself. Alright, so that means courageous. And it's Elisa. Makes sense to me. Alright, crossbell. And into the RF group building. Chairman Arena's here for an inspection today. Apparently RF is making some big changes. Everyone's worried about how it'll affect their jobs. There's a chance we might get even busier from here on. This might not be a popular opinion, but I still trust RF. No, it might be better to say that I want to support the Rhinefords. Good luck to all of you. And please take care of Miss Elisa. Of course. Thank you for your support. Promise I'll live up to your expectations. This might not be a popular opinion, but I still trust RF. No, it might be better saying trust the Rhinefords, Miss Elisa. Yes. I'll be trading American honey. It'll be a pleasure doing business with you. Absolutely, I look forward to it. Just so you're aware, our contract's only valid until the end of the war. I don't want anyone saying I took advantage of the situation to steal Harold's supplier. Yes, I understand. I'll tell him all about it when he's back. Sounds like a plan. Oh, this guy's alright then, that's cool. Anyway, I'm glad we got everything hammered out. My village has more than its fair share of problems right now. None of us are giving up. We'll take back our future with our own hands. I managed to find a supplier in America Village. The deal's only until the end of the war. It's going to be on a much smaller scale than I'm used to, but hoping customers will be attracted to this specialty product. This could be my big chance to finally break into the crossbow domestic market. You've got some honor to you, mate. I like that. Nearest battlefield to RF's main office in Rua would be the Nord Highlands. Compared to Crossbell, they'd still be a ways away from the fighting. It'd be a lot safer for Chairman Arena if she were returned to Rua. But from all these extra meetings she's been scheduled lately, it looks like she doesn't intend to leave anytime soon. Crossbell is likely to suffer the most from this war. I'm very concerned about this branch as both a security guard and an employee of the Rhineford Group. I'd prefer if the chairman and the others would evacuate to the HQ in Rua and take me with them. We've had to temporarily halt operations for all divisions while we re-examine our product lines. Restructuring could take quite a while. If I had to take a guess, I'd say this is a cunning scheme to stop the Imperial government from interfering for a bit. Our chairman is a very shrewd woman. We trust her to lead the company in the right direction. You feel the tension in the air if you step outside. Everyone's quite on edge with the war looming. Who knows how things will turn out with two powerful nations clashing like this. To be honest with you, I haven't been able to concentrate on my work all morning. An Ibic coin. Hello? Due to the war, we've placed limits on the amount customers can withdraw per day. We'll also be limiting our hours of operation. Thank you for your understanding. Personally, I was relieved when I heard about all this. Since my shifts are going to be shorter from here on, I'm going to get this work done quickly. Typing furiously. Oh, that's an incredible typing speed. I think the boss made a very shrewd decision. You never know how the war will affect our daily lives. Indeed. Right, let's get you guys. Just no one else around? Yeah, okay. Mother? Grandfather? Thank you for everything. Oh, it's you. I take it you've taken care of everything that needs to be dealt with before the war starts. Yeah, we have. How are things going on your end? I personally handed out the order to stop production of the Zauber sold-out line. Also revising the armament production policies that we've let the government dictate until now. We'll need to look into initial costs, running costs. I won't lie. There's no way we can keep up with all their demands. We won't have systems in place to accommodate the current level of production. But if the Imperial Army conquers Calvard, the Empire won't be able to afford the upkeep of all those troops. Looks like they won't stop though. They only have immediate goals in mind. Yes, so it seems. We won't have infinite resources here, but we're a business, and we will make the most of it. They could arrest us, but I doubt anyone else could run the company better. It'll eventually boil down to a battle of wills between us and the government. That's right. Adult Heidel can do everything all by himself. Yeah, but don't overdo it, alright? Remember, you're not in this alone. We'll be doing our part too. But of course. Lisa, you better come home safe and bring Sharon too. Don't worry, Mother. We'll be back. Come back in one piece, Rean. You've got to look after Elisa and your students. I will. Promise. You could have brought Sharon as well, couldn't I? Some folk don't care what happens after the Great Twilight reaches its peak. But we can't give up our homeland. We need to ensure it has a future. We're still young. Take care of yourselves. You must come back. Hopefully. The government won't be pleased with us revising the Zauber soldat and weapon production lines. Better, I can play hardball when necessary. Don't worry about the RF group. You have your own mission to accomplish. Return safely. Government won't be pleased with us revising the Zauber soldat weapon production lines. Won't be necessary. Yes. Right, so that's us done for this part. And Crossbell itself is done, but not the region. So let's head out from the city elsewhere in Crossbell. So we'll see you in the next part. Ta-ra for now.